What if a nuclear war breaks out? Is it possible to survive in such a situation? Will there be mutants? And will it be possible to restore humanity? I think you've thought about this more than once. So let's find out. As soon as nuclear weapons were invented, the entire world was turned upside down. Currently, there are approximately 12,000 nuclear warheads in the world. If even one of them is launched, it will be a fatal mistake for all of humanity. It will trigger an irreversible chain reaction around the world. Let's start with the damage it will cause to the planet and its inhabitants. As soon as the nuclear warheads are launched by the most powerful nuclear powers, some of them will be destroyed by air defense systems still in the air. About 10,000 nuclear bombs will still reach the surface of the Earth, and only the explosion of all these bombs will unset 100 million lives. Many scientists claim that despite the destructive nature of the bombs, they themselves will not be able to destroy all of humanity, even if all existing bombs are dropped on major cities. The long-term consequences of war can claim many more lives. In the first hours, the entire internet will be down, and you won't be able to call your loved ones to find out where they are and if they're okay. The first place most people will run to is a bunker, as it's the only place where they can hope to survive. Radiation pollution, fires, acid rain, and the destruction of the ozone layer are just a few of the consequences that await our planet. The most catastrophic outcome of a nuclear war would be a nuclear winter, a global climate crisis characterized by extreme cold temperatures, droughts, and natural disasters. 150 million tons of ash will rise into the atmosphere, and due to its pollution, the sun's rays will not reach the ground, causing all plants and insects to disappear from the face of the Earth. Due to the lack of sunlight, a nuclear winter will occur, with temperatures dropping below 122 degrees Fahrenheit in some parts of the planet. Following the winter, a nuclear summer may occur, as the death of plants will release large amounts of CO2 and methane into the atmosphere, creating a greenhouse effect. Next, the entire food production system will collapse, causing most of the remaining people to starve. All the deadly gases will accumulate in the clouds, and later, instead of water, acid rain will fall from the sky. The air will become uninhabitable for humans. After 300 days, only those who have taken refuge in bunkers or remote locations will survive. By the end of the second year after the global nuclear catastrophe, no more than 25% of the pre-war population will remain on Earth. Most of the victims will die of starvation. As for the chances of surviving a nuclear war, it depends on a variety of factors, such as how far you were from the epicenter and how well you were prepared for survival. There are many films, literature, and games about people's lives after a nuclear war. Most of them show a similar post-war worldview: completely destroyed cities, a huge background of radiation, bunkers, subways, and other shelters inhabited by people who occasionally make forays to the surface. It demonstrates a complete change in habitual values and lifestyle. Money no longer rules the world, and justice does not exist as such. Only the right of the strong works. The more weapons you have, the stronger you are. However, all of this has nothing to do with the real post-apocalyptic world. This includes all of these mutated animals and the hordes of mutants after a nuclear war. It is likely that the frequency of mutations will increase, but most mutations are so detrimental that the creature is unlikely to survive even to birth, let alone adulthood. It is also difficult to distinguish between mutations caused by radiation and common birth defects. There is also a possibility that exotic animals will escape from farms or private zoos and become endemic, so you may have to deal with bears and the like. As for whether humanity can be reborn, it is impossible to give an exact answer, as it depends on the situation. If there are around 20,000 people left and the living conditions are more or less favorable, there is a chance for rebirth. However, the consequences of a nuclear war could be much worse and have an irreversible impact. Regardless, it is preferable to avoid such a situation.